only the Gators get out alive. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another SEC rival, the Florida Gators. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Gators will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Longhorns offense takes the field. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw in the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
But the defense will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat fast and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where his man coverage is open, zone coverage is open. If he's double coverage, throw that guy.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to pass, it's Ewers. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch.
That's a really nice-looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Going for it all. Makes the catch. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense home.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that all the time, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum, and right out of the gate, you get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Set, 1st down. It's a draw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Quick completion on the out. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It's first and...
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety right on the run fake. He's running downhill. He now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They ran it on first down, now on second. Wide receiver shows motion. Scanning the field. It's Lagway. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He'll come out throwing on first down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Here comes the offense on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now improvising. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right? Things aren't always going to be perfect. The protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to play with some effort, make some scrambles, make some things happen when plays break down, and at least try to put your offense in good positions. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but now he makes this decision a little more interesting here on fourth.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Really disciplined. Unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. And here's back. Missed it. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. On third down, going up top. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by those offenses.
The Longhorns will punt this one away. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. It's back way. He'll throw it. Makes his connection. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. Off the play fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going to take a shot at this DB. Touchdown, Gator! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go rounds right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Northwestern has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up 14 over Oregon. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off play action on first down. Lets it fly. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there, almost had it in his grasp.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
This offense has a 2nd down play. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Complete to the left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The give on the inside. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets... Dropping back, it's Ewers. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what we saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there.
They'll go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to...
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Longhorns.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense. They have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points today, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. The defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Makes him talk to the hand. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for a running back. I'm trying to find ways to teach this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Dropping back, it's Lagway. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Gators will send out the punt unit. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Texas offense. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have
there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying play action. Breaks the tackle. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Got a man. It's Bond. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your play.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack tear.
Off play action. Pressure. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. To throw, it's Flagway. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Gators decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
We just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an...
Oh, look out, there he goes! Touchdown, Texas! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UTSA is down right now inside the Alamo Dome. But this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in San Antonio. They're trailing by 11 to East Carolina. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Hansen. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. On second down, he'll let it fly. Quick strike complete. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. To the air. It's Lagway. Getting some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. He's looking to throw. A little release to the back. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically through you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Gators will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. He'll call for the fair catch here. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They took their time out of the game, and now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point. This is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping him in the game early. Now, holding down there, and now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you can really get dangerous in this ball game.
He wants to throw here on second down. Lost one deep down the right side. A full dive to haul that one in. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Got a man. It's Moore. Touchdown, Longhorns! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you know what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right here. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Back to throw. It's Lagway. Gets it out quickly. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Got his man down the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing right? Okay. Boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Using him out in the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
Man, I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Gators are marching down the field. They're getting this guy lathered up. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. The play-action fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, and he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
They've got him looking one, but they're going to throw it. Makes a connection. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Fires left. It's caught. He's run out of bounds after the big game, and they are in business. First and goal.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell it going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
Took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
They're going to go ahead and go for two here and try to make it a field goal game. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Quarterback moving. He gets it in for the two, and now a field goal tie. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Side is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer now is on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get there late.
And sticking to the rhythm, I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. On the return, it's Abrams. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talk about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
It's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up at a good spot.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Working the middle. It's complete. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdowns.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll leave it with the lone back. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, well, he is hard to bring down.
And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Touchdown, Gator! They move on top here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Northwestern is running away with this one behind an offense that's firing on all cylinders. They're up by 22 over Oregon. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
I cannot run the ball.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, giving one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to it. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moore. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Longhorns will put it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Gators sending the offense back to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons in every skill position on it.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup.
He can throw it, he can buy time, he can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against it. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
The give to the back. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Let it bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Let's it fly downfield. Touchdown, Florida! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense
is in trouble.
Absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Looking downfield, it's Ewers. He's going to let it go. And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It doesn't get any better for the defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
This defense really has their hands full, guys. They got to play with great eye discipline because they don't know who's going to be keeping the football in the run game. And that time, you saw the QB. He was able to kind of skirt his way and get some positive yards.
Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
And the defense gets him on the ground for the 4th time today, by the way. They've pressured him. He's still done an unbelievable job making completions. But you know what? Get him on the ground when he's got the ball. He can't make something happen. Keep hitting him. Keep getting him on the ground.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here.
He wants to go deep. Makes the grab down the left side. Afterburner's coming. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas! Oh, Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. The sweet feet buy a little time. Caught in the backfield, it's Blue. Snowed under by the defense. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this will be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that guy.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going between the tackles, this defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The Gators are on the move. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. To the ground with the back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. To the air, it's Lagway. Quickly complete. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Yeah, he was able to make 1 guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Here comes the Texas offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. He's going up top here late in the game. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Longhorns! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Clutch.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to give me a stop.
They're going to go for two here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. Slams it ahead. He will be stopped short. They can't get the two-point conversion, and they're still up by one here in the fourth. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating. You think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be good.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. To the air, it's Bagway coming after it. And he dropped it, and for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, this offense is up against it here, trailing late in the game. The defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to
get him.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Gotta have it here on fourth down. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. The defense really did its job, David, and now the offense can put a little breathing room in this one.
Yeah, breathing room would be great, but it's nice to know that you can depend on your defense. Coming up with a big stop, Jesse. I still got the lead. I'm still in a good spot.
And, David, you'd love to be able to pay off that defensive effort by closing this thing out, putting a beautiful drive together here when it matters most.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with that. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to part each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players, got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
What? Escape the narrow win out with that one.